Hi yogis, welcome to Urban Om Yoga. I am Jenny Campbell and I'm so happy you're here. Today we are going to do a vinyasa flow that is leading up to Bakasana or crow pose. It is a short all levels practice, and if you're not working on crow right now, no worries. I'll give you some other options. All levels means that there's lots of options and you can always choose your own adventure, so to speak, on your mat. If you would like to donate to the channel, I'll place some links below. If you'd like to stay connected, you can sign up for the monthly newsletter, and when you sign up, you receive a free yoga nidra practice, which is calming, grounding, so wonderful for these times. Great way to find center. If you have any questions, please let me know. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel. And I hope you enjoyed today's practice. Namaste. So starting in meditation can look like a cross-legged position, right? You can sit up on a blanket if you like. Virasana is also a nice option if you're looking for a little bit more internal rotation. Sometimes it can feel nice on the hips, and I like to sit up on something, a block or a blanket. Whatever you choose for meditation and breathing, just make sure that it supports a tall spine so that you feel like you can really sit up without strain. And that's also what the support underneath your hips can help with. Once you feel settled, hands rest on your knees or on your thighs. Let your eyes close. Beginning to settle into your practice. And turning your attention to your breath. And right away, starting to invite a quality of ease to your breathing. So the breath can be supportive and nourishing. And begin to stretch your breath. So a bit longer inhale, a bit longer exhale. And trying to have your breath be equal in length. Softening through your shoulders, through your neck, through your jaw. And bring your attention to this natural rise and fall up and down the spine, up and down the torso. So the belly, the ribs, the chest, and then the chest, the ribs, the belly. Your breath is moving up and down the spine. And perhaps this breath can let you sit up just a bit taller, finding a dignified seat, an energized seat. And we'll take a few rounds of 3-part breath here. And I find that it can be helpful to use the hands to guide the breath, but either way, you'll divide the inhale into 3 parts, breathing into the belly, into the ribs, into the chest, and then from the chest, into the ribs, into the belly. So starting by taking a nice deep breath in through the nose, and if you like, exhale through the mouth. And take a sip of air into the belly. Maybe hands are there to guide you. Sip of air into the ribs. Sip of air into the heart space, into the chest. And then exhale all the air out. Hands back to the belly if you're using them. Breathe into the belly, into the ribs, into the chest. Exhale all the air out. chest. Exhale all the air out. Twice more like this. Breathe into the belly, the ribs, the chest. Exhale completely. Breathe into the belly, the ribs, the chest. And one long exhale, all the air out. Just pausing here for a moment, you can settle the hands back onto the knees or the thighs, noticing any after effect of just these first few minutes of sitting, of breathing, of that 3-part breath. And gently flutter your eyes open and make your way to your hands and your knees. So a few rounds of cat and cow to start our movement practice. So on your inhale, you're arching through the spine, opening across your collarbones, across the chest. As you exhale, rounding through the spine, releasing your head, releasing your neck, and back and forth at your own pace, whatever you need this morning. Every practice, every day is going to feel a bit different. So treating your practice accordingly, right? If you have a little more energy, if you have a little less energy today, just noticing and modifying however you need. Whenever you're ready, you can come back to a child's pose and bring the hips back to the heels. The forehead can release down to the earth. As always, if you want to place your hands underneath your forehead or maybe a block underneath, that can be a really nice way to support yourself here. And send your breath into the back body. So you're breathing into the back and the side ribs, breathing into the lower back. And take a deep breath in. And a full breath out. Inhale, make your way to your hands and your knees. Extend your right leg back behind you and then float the right leg up to the ceiling. Check in with what happened with your low back, with the low belly. See that the tailbone is long and you're lifting through the lower abdominals. And then right palm presses, really press the floor away. Extend your left arm forward. Neck is long, so you're looking down to the ground, but at the same time you're not dropping through the head. So backs of the ears are lifting up to the ceiling as you extend long through your limbs. So a little bit of core work, waking up the middle. Let's take 3 more breaths. Try not to sink into that right shoulder. Press the right hand down. 1. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2. Breathe in. Breathe out. 3. Release the left hand down. Release the right knee down. And then onto the other side. Start by stretching the left leg back and keep the left foot on the ground just for a moment. Check in with a low belly, with a lower back. Hips stay square as you float the left leg up. And then press the left hand into the ground, reach the right arm forward. Navel to spine, supporting a healthy low back. Reaching long through the crown of the head. 3 more breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. 1. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2. Breathe in. Breathe out. 3. Release the right hand down. Release the left knee down. And then again, back to a child's pose. This time, if you like, little extra shoulder opening. Bend at the elbows. Hands meet in front of your head. And then bring the thumbs to the base of the neck. Walk your elbows away from you. And then think about the underarms softening towards the ground. And again, breathing into the back body. Let's take 2 more deep breaths here, wherever you are. Breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. And stretch your arms forward. And then tucking your toes under, make your way back to a downward facing dog. And so feet are inner hip distance apart, hands are shoulder distance apart. And Starting to settle into your downward facing dog. So that could look like a pedal through the feet, maybe a little twisting through the spine, maybe just some stillness, whatever feels good to you. A few more breaths, starting to breathe with sound. So it's like an oceanic sound through the breath, breathing in and out through the nose. And this gives the mind a really clear focal point. Finding stillness through the legs, through your down dog. And on your inhale, lengthen forward to a plank. Adjust the feet so that your shoulders are right over your wrists here. As you exhale, lift the hips up and back to that downward facing dog. Again, inhale, lengthen forward to plank. Feel the upper arms rotating away from one another. So collarbones are wide. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lengthen forward to plank, and then holding here. Long through the crown of the head, thinking tailbone reaching towards your heels. So sometimes when we hold plank, we don't realize it. We're kind of lifting up into a half down dog. Really try to keep your hips low, but also not sinking down, right? Finding that middle place in line with the shoulders. One more deep breath in. And then exhale, lower your knees down. Lower all the way down onto the belly. Inhale into a low cobra, tops of the feet. Press down, anchoring down through your feet. And elbows hug back here. Exhale, tuck the toes. Make your way back to downward facing dog. Walk your feet forward to the front of the mat. Widen your feet so toes can turn out a little bit, heels in, and coming down into a squatting position. You can sit on a block or a blanket, pillow, whatever you have around the house if you need a bit more support here. And your choice, hands can meet in front of the chest here, or you can walk your hands forward and release your head down. And that can happen with or without support underneath your hips. Wherever you are, thinking about your knees gently wrapping back, so you're opening the hips here. If the arms are stretched forward, bring the hands in, move support out to the side, and then lift your hips up. Feet find inner hip distance apart. Any arms that you like here. So hold on to opposite elbows. You can ragdoll the arms, just let them hang. If you'd like, maybe a little shoulder opening. Interlace the fingers, reach the arms up and overhead. If it works for your arm variation, if it's calling to you, rock a little side to side. Releasing through the back of the neck here. Checking in with your feet. Soles of the feet are spreading wide. And releasing your arms. Knees soften. Inhale. Roll up the spine. Making your way up to stand. Bring your feet to touch. Your arms are by your sides. And breathe in, lift the arms. Look up, palms connect if it feels okay. Exhale, fold into your legs. Breathe in, long, flat back, look forward. Exhale, step or jump back to lower chaturanga. Breathe in, upward facing dog. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Maybe playing around with stepping your feet in an inch or so. And see if that maybe gives you a bit more grounding through the feet. You're always welcome to soften, bend through the knees here. 3 more breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out 1. Breathe in. Breathe out 2. Breathe in. Breathe out 3. Bend knees, look forward. Inhale, step or jump the feet forward to the front of the mat. Exhale, fold into your legs. Inhale, lift the arms, make your way up to stand. And exhale, arms by your sides. One more time like that. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, fold into your legs. Breathe in, long, flat back. Exhale, chaturanga, step or jump. Always feel free to hold plank there instead, or take a cat and cow instead of this vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Soft but steady gaze. So that can be to the space between your feet, between your knees, or to your navel. Breathe in. Breathe out 1. Breathe in. Breathe out 2. Breathe in. Breathe out 3. Bend knees, look forward. Inhale, step or hop your feet forward to the front of the mat. Exhale, fold into your legs. Inhale, lift the arms, make your way up to stand, and exhale, arms by your sides. So we're going to take a variation on Surya Namaskar B. So bend your knees. Inhale, lift the arms, find your chair pose, your Utkatasana. As you exhale, fold into your legs. Breathe in, long, flat back, look forward. Exhale, step or jump, Chaturanga. Breathe in, upward facing dog. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Inhale, step the right foot forward, high lunge. Back heel stays lifted, reach the arms up alongside your ears. Exhale, warrior 3. So as long as that feels good, you can lift the left leg, float the arms. If you want more support, hands can be on blocks or on the ground here as an option. Exhale, stepping back, warrior 1. Left foot grounds down, reach up through the arms, breathe in. Exhale, hands down, step back to plank, lower, Chaturanga. Breathe in, upward facing dog. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Inhale, step the left foot forward, high lunge, back heel stays lifted. Exhale, warrior 3, shifting forward, lift the right leg. Again, support if you need it. Step back to warrior 1, inhale. Exhale, hands down, step back and lower, Chaturanga. Breathe in, upward facing dog. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Slowing the breath down, let your head be heavy, breathe in. Breathe out 1. Breathe in. Breathe out 2. Breathe in. Breathe out 3. Bend knees, look forward. Inhale, step or hop the feet to the top of the mat. Exhale, fold into your legs. Bend the knees. Inhale, lift your arms, Utkatasana. Exhale to stand, arms by your sides. Again, bend the knees. Inhale, reach your arms, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold into your legs. Breathe in, prepare, look forward. Exhale, Chaturanga. Make your way back. Upward facing dog, breathe in. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Inhale, step the right foot forward, high lunge, back heel up, reach the arms up. Exhale, warrior 3, shifting forward. Inhale, warrior 1, stepping back, reach the arms. Exhale, hands down, step back, lower, Chaturanga. Breathe in, up dog. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot forward, high lunge, back heels up. Exhale, warrior 3. Inhale, back to warrior 1. And exhale, hands down, step back, lower, Chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Holding your down dog. If you need a little break, finding your child's pose. Right? Should be feeling pretty warm now. Breathe in. And breathe out 1. And breathe in. And breathe out 2. And breathe in. And breathe out 3. And bend knees, look forward. Inhale, step or jump the feet forward. Exhale, fold into your legs. And bend the knees, inhale, lift your arms, Utkatasana. Exhale, stand, Samastitihi. Good work. Tree pose. Right knee opens out to the side. Left leg is long and strong. And bring the hands to meet in front of the heart. And then either stay here or reach the arms up and out. Soft, steady gaze. Breathe in. And breathe out 1. Breathe in. And breathe out 2. Breathe in. And breathe out 3. Breathe in. And breathe out 4. Breathe in. Breathe out 5. Hands meet in front of the chest. Inhale. Exhale, release the right foot down onto the other side. Left knee opens out to the side. And bring the hands to meet in front of your chest. And then either stay there or reach the arms up and out. Breathe in. And breathe out 1. You can always use the support of a wall if you need a little bit of help with your balance. Breathe in. And breathe out 2. Breathe in. And breathe out 3. Breathe in. And breathe out 4. Breathe in. Breathe out 5. Hands meet in front of the chest. Inhale. Exhale, release the foot down. Widen your feet. We're going to come down into a squat again. So toes can turn out, heels are in. And then lower your hips down. So a couple of options from here. You can stay in a squat. Maybe you take the arm position that you didn't take before. Right? So either hands in front of the heart or reaching the arms forward. Or if you're interested, you can start to take a Bakasana, a crow pose. So if you're interested in taking the arm balance, you can do that with me. You can bring your feet together, knees open out to the sides, hands in front, and then you're starting to shift the weight, shift your knees onto your upper arms. And that might be where you stay today. Maybe it's a little rock forward and back, just getting comfortable with some weight on your hands. Okay, eventually, maybe lifting one heel up and then the other, so you're in your crow pose. And seeing if your toes can come together long through the neck, so tension-free neck. And we're gonna meet in a chaturanga, and then eventually back to a down dog. If you wanna skip that chaturanga, you are welcome to. So if it's part of your practice, you can exhale, jump back into that chaturanga. If not, no worries. And then we'll all meet in a downward facing dog. Take a nice deep breath in and exhale. Lower your knees down, find child's pose. Release your forehead down, allow your breath to slow down. Take another deep breath in. And a deep breath out. And inhale, roll up to sit. Shift over onto one hip, swing your legs forward, and we're gonna make our way down onto the back. So hands can assist you down, hands behind the thighs, lowering down. And then arms out to the side. You can cactus the arms or stretch them all the way long if you have the room. And shift your hips a bit to the right. Drop your knees to the left. Left hand can come on top of the right thigh. Look over your right shoulder. And eyes can close here if you like. Allowing the front ribs to soften back towards the ground. Back ribs widen. And just like we started with that 3-part breath, can you feel that here? That movement up and down the spine. And finding your breath. On your inhale, knees draw back to center. Hips back to center, and then hips a bit to the left. And drop the knees to the right. And turn your chin over towards your left shoulder. And modifying however you need. And coming back to that idea of stretching the breath, of lengthening your breath. center. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little hug here. And then either stay here or take a happy baby, holding on to the outer edges of the feet or outer edges of the shins is absolutely fine. Just thinking about the low back connecting into the ground. If you like a little sway, a little rock, side to side. And releasing your feet. We'll set up for Shavasana. I'm going to give you the option to go into Superbadaknasana. I'm going to take this one if you'd like to take it with me. So feet together, knees apart with either blocks or pillows, whatever you have on hand underneath the thighs. Or just traditional Shavasana, legs stretch long. And walk the shoulders away from your ears. Letting your eyes close. Allowing your breath to soften and deepen. Allowing the back body to spread wide and release down into the floor, down into the ground. And soften through your jaw, and soften through the forehead. And resting in good space here. Gradually start to deepen your breath. And bringing your awareness to the body resting on the ground, the air around the body. Making any small movements that you like here. And then eventually hugging your knees in and rolling to one side. And press the ground away, make your way up to sit. And again, finding a seated position that works for you. Place one hand on your heart, one hand on your abdomen. Just pausing for a moment before going out about the rest of your day. Leaning into this moment of stillness, this moment of calm. And bring the hands to meet in front of your chest. And bow your chin down towards your chest, bowing down to your practice. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.